What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Kels.
And just in case you forgot, my name is Miguel Perez.
And today we're here at the lovely Airplay Studios making things happen and, of course, shooting another beautiful podcast with crisp and clean audio.
That's right. We're at Airplay Studio. Frank does a wonderful job again. If we haven't said this in a while, but if you got a recording you want to put or you have a podcast show you want to put together, hey, these guys are the guys that can do it for you. You know what I'm saying? And the prices are fair, and they do a wonderful job. Wonderful job. So I'm excited about
Maybe not me. I kind of suck, but Frank definitely got it going on.
I'm not going to tell people you suck, but if you want to confess it, all right.
I think you boys coming right along.
I don't know, man. You like to say that I suck a lot. So.
Yeah, but you know I love you, so it doesn't matter. You know?
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
It's cariño. In Spanish, we call that cariño. So we're showing love. I didn't love you. I've been telling.
What's that word again?
Cariño.
Cardinho.
No, you don't ruin it. You made it white. Cardinho. It's
Well,
cariño.
what do you expect?
Cariño. Say it fast.
I mean, you
Carlino.
see
When
my belly, right?
When you speak Spanish.
Belly.
No, I don't want to look at you.
Okay, the glare. So of course I'm going to make it sound white.
Yeah, when
I
you
just-
say
I love
That's
your
Spanish.
what
language.
it's like that thing where they say it instead of saying tortillas, they say tortillas.
The problem is they say they try to say it slow. You try to pronounce every
I'm
letter.
from La Jala.
I know. So it's cariño, but say it fast. Cariño. Say it fast.
Cariños.
See, he said it better.
Cariño.
You said it right. See, instead of
Carino.
All I needed was just a little more alcohol.
pronunciation. So this week I got an idea. I wanna ask you a question, Kelton, and I can even shoot this to you. I don't know if it'll apply to you. It's been a season since you've been in the dating world, but what do you think about a girl asking the guy out?
I don't see a problem with it.
You don't see a problem with it?
I'm typically flattered. Hell, I'm flattered if it's another guy.
I mean, I'll take a compliment from anyone at this point.
I live 10 days on a good compliment.
It's like they say, they
you
say
think
a
that's
girl when a girl gets compliments all the time, so it doesn't affect her as much. But whenever a guy gets compliment from a girl, he holds on to that, and that keeps him going
it's
for the
admiration.
year.
It's
That's
admiration.
that's what I'm talking about.
I teach women all the time. You want to get something in your man, just compliment him a couple of times. Just tell him he looks strong. He's the best looking guy in the world. You smell good. You get
all you
anything
gotta
out of that man. Anything. Because a man likes admiration.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you speak down to
It's
your
easy
man.
to please us.
When you speak down to your man. I have a situation here right now. My sister just called me. I visited my kids and my family the last couple of days. And she told me about a young couple I know. They're very close to me. And he left his wife, for another woman, And of course, everybody's crucifying him and stuff like that. But I know them very well. And I was like, okay, so he left her for another girl, which I don't agree with at all. I don't think like that. I say, but I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked because every time I see him, he's like dressed down bad.
Like a bum.
Like a bum. Shoes,
I like
holes,
dressing like a bum.
jeans all torn up. But yet his wife, his kids are dressed right and, they're dressed nice and stuff like that, which, hey, a man's responsibility is to take care of his family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this
He's
also,
obviously doing that part.
yes, he's also doing that. But there's also a woman's responsibility to take care of her man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know culture is different here, but Hispanic culture, if your man looks bad, you look bad. The wife looks bad.
Well, you got to think about it this way. It's not really even a culture thing, I don't think. I think it's just a matter of understanding. Women are more... They're more capable of making decisions in that area, that realm. They know what looks good because they're looking at what looks good. They want you to look a certain way.
They're up to
you.
Yeah, and we collectively don't have a clue. As men.
Yeah, exactly. Versus they have every bit of it and more. So of course, I do feel how that could a woman being involved in a man's life. You can see it by the way they present themselves. They start really getting up because they want to be impressive. But also, whenever you're in marriage for so long, they're like, no, you're not going to go out looking like that. You better go figure something out. That's important.
So that's number one. I saw that. I don't say I'm a very observant person. I look at things and I see things right away. Number two, she never liked him coming around our family. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. And I was made aware, why is so-and-so here? Why ain't so-and-so? Why ain't so-and-so? This woman said this. Woman said that. It's too far. They don't have the money. So kept them away from the family. Number two. Number three.
Hiding.
Number three, she runs the show.
Ooh.
Okay? So it's like, and Latino women aren't like, when they run the show, they're not like it's 50-50. They want to run the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, I kind of see how another girl easily came and swept him off his feet because it doesn't feel like a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, here's the thing though. Like your question that I'm sure is the reason why you asked that because of this, but I mean that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be that way. Because if a woman came up to me and said, "Hey, I think you're cute, like you want to hang out." I'm not going to think of like, "Oh, well, she's going to take control of everything." No, I'm still a man. I'm still capable of making my own decisions. I can tell you no right now. That's a decision right away. Now, when you allow them to start doing it, the inch you give them and that mannerism shows what they're going to continually do. Because I had my situation with one of my exes. A lot of the reason why she treated me the way she did was because I allowed it. I'm not saying it's all my fault because obviously she shouldn't have treated me that way. But I do bear responsibility in knowing that I allowed her to treat me that way. I didn't stop her from acting a certain way. I didn't say, "Hey, you can't talk to me this way." I didn't stop that. I wanted less of a fight, and I was like, "Okay, whatever. It's not a big deal." That's what creates that idea. That's what, they take an inch, and they'll get an inch, they'll take it a mile type of situation.
So here's,
But you can put a stop to it.
yeah. So here's my concern. So of course, they call me because I'm the minister of the family. That's pretty much what I am. So I'm like, okay. So they're telling me the whole case in there. So it's like, well, I understand why he left. And I said, okay, let's, everybody's, of course, he's going to be the bad guy. And I was like, I don't agree. Don't get me wrong. I don't agree with him, but I understand why he left. And I saw it. I saw it because he's not being taken care of. His family is. A woman wants to run the show. She's calling everything and she's keeping him from his family. Here comes a woman, just probably has nothing to offer other than admiration for him. And he just falls for it quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boom. Now,
It is
now,
his
I'm not
fault
justifying.
still, too.
I'm not justifying his decision because hey, you made a commitment to death to your part. Period.
You still did what you did.
And he's like, well, she's like this, she's like this, she's like that. And I said, yeah, but that's also his fault.
Yeah.
Because he allows it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that comes with everything. It's like whenever you talk about even the circle that you keep, the people you keep in your close circle, you're going to become your environment. You're going to become those people that you surround yourself with. Eventually, it's going to happen, and you're going to slowly notice it. Well, everybody else is going to definitely notice it because you hang around a bunch of dudes that like to do drugs and drink all the time and really party, and they don't know anything else but that. Guess what? You're going to probably be out there doing the exact same thing, and you're going to feel empty because you're not going to be able to really enjoy your life the way you're supposed to. And then whenever you start changing your group of friends, you start realizing this and that. It's the same thing in your relationship. But the thing in a relationship is you can't change because you already stuck that deal out whenever you get married. You already stuck your hand out and said, "This is mine and I'm going to keep this. That this is how it is." And that's why a lot of people need to realize, like, you should be catching these red flags, these things, the ideas before you even say "I do." It's very important.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that, but I know the purpose behind the reason behind it, why he left. And I was like, no, he needs to get back home.
Yeah.
And there needs to be an adjustment. I said he needs to man up, and she needs to let him. You know what I'm saying? And she's not easily going to do that. However, I think this whole situation has really humbled her and realized, okay, I guess I don't have the need to have final say so. But it's sad that it has to get to this point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it was going to lead there regardless.
Yes,
I mean,
yes,
it was
the
going
thing
to
is,
happen.
when it comes from dating to marriage, it's a whole different level. My kids, I got 2 daughters, and they just had kids, and they're young, so still kind of wanting to like, okay, I want to go out, I want to do this, and we've decided to do that. We're gonna try that, and I'm like, okay, let me tell y'all something, guys. You and their husbands was like, you might as well just settle down for a season. Because when you have kids, there's no going out. There's no being out because your job is to take care of your kids. Yeah, we got babysitters tonight. It don't matter if you have a babysitter tonight. Listen to this. It don't matter if you have a babysitter for the night because it's the next morning. You still got to wake up early because they want cereals at 8 o'clock in the morning. So you got a babysitter for the night and you go get drunk till 2 o'clock in the morning.
Appropriate about it.
Exactly.
You can't just go out and like get super wasted and expect it not to have any repercussions.
But even then, you never know what's going to happen. How many times we plan to just go out till 8? 9. Let's go out, Kelton. We're gonna be at just for 2 or 3 hours. Well,
lot.
yeah, exactly.
It's like that
things
one
happen.
night, you were like, we wanted to go to that new place, and we ended up not going because we thought they were closed. I was like, no, I gotta work the next day. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna call in or not. You know, I'm just gonna stay out till like 10, and then I ended up staying out till 2, and I ended up calling in, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I wanted to do this anyway. Like,
Yeah.
you never know, and the
And
fact,
you guys are like, Frank, why don't you get out more?
Yeah, I know, man. Frank, stop acting like an old man.
well,
Like you're
Frank,
dead already.
sir, all you gotta do
guys
is
just
get in
told
your
me
truck
why.
and drive away. That's all I'm saying.
And we know Gretchen gives permission, man. So don't even act like nothing. But you know, there's a
That's so messed up.
there's a change. There's a change that takes place. You know what I'm saying? The change that takes place is you got to know your area, your time. If
Chain
you're a
of
young
command.
parent, forget about going out. If you're married and you hang around with a bunch of single guys, stop hanging around with single guys.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Start
that
finding
is-
couples. If you're a couple that hang around with couples that don't have kids. If you're a couple that has kids, start hanging around with couples that have kids. Dude, everything changes. You cannot mix them all up. I don't care how close you are because it's a whole different world. You know what I'm saying? I went to my daughter's baby showers, and all her friends, they all have young kids. And man, kids are running up and down, all acting all crazy. And man, parents, they're not even oblivion of it. They're just like
Ignoring it.
They're not ignoring it. But it's not bothering them because they have kids running around all day. I love my grandkids and I'll spend some time with them, but I don't have them running around. But now we got a whole room of kids running, just jumping at it, and their parents don't even face them.
Yeah.
That's why you cannot mix them up. So there was one couple that don't have kids.
Because I go in that place, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I have kids, and
one
I'm be like,
couple didn't have kids.
nah,
It didn't take them long
I'm
to
going
leave. It was within an hour. Hey, we gotta go. Yeah, you know why they went? Because they don't have kids.
Yeah,
if
they
they
ain't
would have had
time to
kids,
deal
they
with
would have been
that.
sitting right there and letting their kids run around, and they could carry a conversation because it's a whole new world. You cannot mix
different
them up.
perspective.
Yeah, you can. It's a different perspective. Your view on things is different. Your tolerance is different. You know, when you're married, you got married, and you got single boys. You're gonna stop hanging around with single boys, not because you're different, because you know you're better. No, because now you're married. Find other married couples to hang around with. If not, those single guys gonna end up taking your woman.
Or worse, you're gonna end up listening to those single guys and thinking that your woman's a bad person, and you're gonna have that person in your ear, that little devil speaking in your ear on your shoulder, telling you, nah, she's doing this, she's not good for you, and then you have the doubts, and then it's all because of the partnerships you keep and the group and environment you're sticking around. That's so important. People don't realize how important your environment is.
Yeah.
It's so important.
And where you're at, if you're singles, hang around with singles. You the couples, hang around with couples. You got a couple's baby, hang around with a couple. You're older, hang around with a couple that are older. And you know, and even having an older guy in there sometimes even helps because they know more. They know more. Come on, Frank. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, they'll definitely tell you, hey, you're messing up, buddy. You need to take a step back. Like I'm cool with that.
Like my future son-in-laws, well, both of my son-in-laws, they work and they have stay-at-home moms. My daughter's stay-at-home moms. And I told them the other day, hey, guys, I need to take them out more. Go eat. Go just freaking get McDonald's or just go for a walk. I said, you got to get them out of the house. Let me tell you something about men. Men have to speak 100 words a day, okay? Men speak 100 words a day and they're good. They're done. Yep. If anything above that's bonus. After that, they have nothing to say. Then they get home and their wives have to speak 1,000 words a day. Women have to speak 1,000 words a day. They have to conversate. And they've been listening to nothing but Google and Gaga all day long. You get home from work, you sit down, and she tells you how to go to work today. What did you say? It was all right. Anything happen? No. Anything going on? No. Then they try to carry a conversation and you have absolutely nothing to say. Why? Because they only spoke like 50 words that day. They got 950 words to get out, and all you can say is, no, nothing happened, and it causes friction. It causes problems. Come on, Frank. Preach with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's this unspoken language that men have that sometimes I think women have no clue, and that's part of our vocabulary. I'm walking down the street, I see Miguel. I nod my head up. That means, hey, I know you, respect you. How you doing, man? And he nods his head back. Yeah, I'm doing cool. Good to see you. I respect you, too. All that's covered. It's just a freaking nod.
Even
if
the other
I nod
guys.
down, there's somebody that I respect quite a bit coming down the road. I look at him, I nod down, like, hey, yeah, you got the sidewalk, baby. You're the shit. A nod to the right is, hey, I'm listening to what this guy's saying. A nod to the left is, hey, check this out. We all have the same unspoken language, and we don't even need to say a word. There's 4 directions of the head that we got most of our conversations.
I'll give you one worse than that. When no nods take place and you're still looking at each other, that's bad.
That's also another language.
That's like, okay,
yeah.
what's your problem? You know
Yeah.
what I'm
What
saying?
you looking at?
That's
Yeah. What's the linger for,
This
pal?
guy
Open
don't
it your
shut
fart.
the fuck up.
So that's why you need in the Bible, it talks about older women teaching the younger women. And you know why the women are acting the way they are these days? Because the older women didn't teach them. You know what I'm saying? And it's
generational.
and then the Bible talks about men, it don't say raise, it means teach. You know what I'm saying? Teach your child. It's our job to teach our boys. You know what I'm saying? And that's not taking place. So the older generation not teaching the younger generation. Now they're getting their own ideas and they're doing crazy things they have no business doing. You know what I'm saying? Now you got women
Lack
asking
of
guys
guidance.
women asking guys out, and everybody thinks it's okay. Well, that's the way we are today. That's the generation we're in right now. It's wrong.
Well, here's the thing.
Because you're already teaching them to take the lead.
The reason why I don't find it being problematic isn't because I'm not thinking that far into it, because I don't think that it's really that part is that serious. Because I think about it this, I'm out doing my thing. I haven't even probably seen this chick. I probably haven't paid attention because in my life, in the way that I do, whenever I go out, you've seen me. I don't pay attention to women. I don't care enough to like sit there and do it. But when I do, I'm going to go. I mean, you've seen it. And whenever I do want to talk to a woman, or whenever I do want to do it, I like that. I want that. Let's go talk to her. You know, I will do that. But most of the time, I don't really care enough. I'm just like, not a big deal. Like, no, I don't care about this. I don't care about that. Because my thing is if I'm out doing something, my concern is not a woman. My concern is enjoying my night, making sure I get home safe, and making sure we're having a good time.
Okay, I'm sorry, Captain, but what does that have to do with the woman asking you out?
No, you didn't even let me finish that.
Okay. I was like, where you going, man?
So if a woman comes up to me and asks me, while I'm not paying attention, I'm not giving any attention to nobody, and she likes me and she wants to talk to me, I will have no problem having this conversation, because at the end of the day, it's not hurting me, her being interested in me, because I mean, I may be interested in her and I didn't even know it, and she wants to talk to me. There it goes.
Exactly.
Not a big deal. But the thing is I can also be like the other way. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. See you later.
The purpose of the question or the deal is, how do you feel about it? Because I feel it's totally wrong. Because again, certain positions are being switched. For example, walking down the road or the sidewalk, who's on the inside, who's on the outside?
Guys definitely on the outside.
Guys on the outside, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to dating, who's the one that's supposed to be asking the person out? Is the men. If that gets switched,
Normally, yeah.
it gets switched, then we're already going down. The next thing you know, they're going to be on the outside. Hey, get on the inside. Get on the inside. Let me drive. I'll drive the car. And I can't stand when a woman drives a car. Oh, I can't stand when I see a couple down the road and the woman's driving. Other than, the guy had too much to drink and the woman's like, I got to get us home. I understand that.
Girl,
but
if
a girl
you're
trying to put
driving-
me in the passenger
ahead.
seat? Oh, hell no. It just ain't going to
That
work.
shit don't bother me, no.
No, man, it bothers me.
I'm
Frank,
sorry.
Frank,
You driving?
Okay.
survey says.
In so devil's advocate here, a couple times where I've screwed up, I'll be self-defacing here for a moment.
Uh-oh.
No matter how much it hurts. There's been times in my adolescent years, man, I liked a chick. She could see I couldn't keep my eyes off her. I was afraid of rejection. Couldn't man up, and go and confront her. She took the ball in hands. I'm talking about like grade school and like middle school. By the time I got to high school, it's like, yeah, I need to go ahead and just let them know, this is how it rolls. But I learning the game, sometimes it was the girl that said, look, I already see what's happening here. Well, why don't we talk? At the time, you know what? I really appreciated that. So I can see how it can happen on both sides. And in those times, I was not, even though I was brought up even more probably traditional than you, Miguel, but at the time, I didn't really see that as an impingement on my manhood. I was grateful for her.
Yeah.
Because I really dug her, and I'm glad she made
It
the
throws
move,
me off.
you know?
I was in Austin, Texas one time, and it was a couple years back. Back then, I used to travel for my job, and I knew this girl from my hometown, which is Plainview. She lived there, and I knew her. She was a beautiful girl. And I had her number, and I gave her a call. I said, hey, what's going on? This is Miguel. I'm in town. It's like, oh, you're in town. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll pick you up. Where you staying at? Well, I'm staying over here. I'll pick you up at 8. I was like, all right, what's her city? Something like that. She picks me up, takes me to dinner, pays for the dinner, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna pay. I already sent my credit card. They're like, oh, okay. We go to the club. We go to this country club to dance. You know what I'm saying? And before I can even go get a drink, she already had like 2 buckets sent to us and paid for them. I was like, hey man, I'm not the I'm not the woman here, man.
I'm the cheap little slut right now. Let me live.
Hey, man,
I like that.
I think I'm the one there trying to get to bed and stuff like that. And hotel.
But Miguel,
she walked me to my door.
But you know what, Miguel?
I was like, hey man, you can't do this.
You're cosmopolitan enough to roll with that, you know? Really.
Well, yeah, I
No,
roll
you
with
don't
it,
want
but
all the
still,
time,
man,
but
wasn't
that a bit refreshing? Just a bit.
How did you not like that? Like, okay, that's what I don't understand. How do you not like that? Like, don't get me wrong. I definitely can understand how that can feel sometimes emasculating and whatnot.
Man. She
But
made the move over here, and I think I went like
at
this.
the same time, like throw me under the loop, man. Make me feel some other type of way. Let these other females know that you out here making some stuff happen. I'm cool with that, man. Let's do this. Like, I don't care. It's not that serious. Shit, you want to buy the drinks? Let's fucking. I'll get the next ones. But you know what? Hey, cool.
I was like,
you bought
okay,
fucking dinner. Okay, well,
okay,
I'm buying
Frank.
fucking dessert.
Or you can go home alone.
Let me finish the story. So I was like, okay, well, I'm opening the door. I was like, she's gonna come in. I was like, I'm gonna turn around, make the move. Man, before I can even turn around, she was already kissing on me. I was like, okay, now I just might as well just tell her okay. Because
Hell no, I'd have took
she
her
drove
up.
the whole day, man.
I would have took her.
Were you getting raped?
Upstairs? Well, doesn't that
I
show
almost
you
said
that
no.
she's interested?
No, she was super interested.
That's what you want. You want a
Man,
girl
that
that's gonna be
was-
super
that
interested.
was crazy, though.
I'm
I
not
just
saying
like-
she's gonna have to fucking put out like that all the time,
No,
but
it
man,
just-
that'd
it
be
just
great.
It just so like, man, you talk about reverse roles, and if you know me, what you do, you know how I feel about it.
Yeah, trust me, I do.
That's
like-
why we're laughing. Man.
It's
You
so
know that,
funny.
right?
I felt like the
That's why we're laughing. That'll put you off your feet in New York
and
City.
then it was all said and done. She just, okay, I'll see you later. Took off at the door, and I was like, you're not gonna kiss me goodnight.
See, that's the thing though. Like, if
What the hell,
that's why
man?
it's so funny for
I
you.
felt so cheap. I felt so used. I was like, golly, man.
Hell no, I got fed. I got drunk on you. Yeah, shit, I use you,
I
mother.
was like,
Boy, you got wined and dined.
I
Quit
was
your
like,
crying.
man, I was like, did this really just happen? You know, I never told anyone that story.
I
I'm
would
telling you guys,
love
but
that. I'm just saying,
How
I would
funny.
love that. The
I
reason
felt
why is
so
because I've done it.
demasculated as a man. I
Hell no,
really did.
I'd feel great because, dude, I've done it so much for other
would've
women.
felt like a
I've
man
taken them out.
amongst
I've taken them out and done it all the time. I always pay for everything. I always get involved, and I'm the one taking care of all the bill. To get a switch up like that, I'm not saying it's gonna happen every night
it
after
was,
that,
but-
but I damn sure gonna feel fucking special. You know what? You opened my fucking door today.
It affects
You're
you.
walking me to the car and opening that door for me to get it. I'll fucking take it one time. I want to feel special tonight.
No, it was worse. I'll tell you what, it was worse. It was worse. And now I was like waiting for the follow-up phone call the next day. Never got it. It was like, what the hell? I was like, shoot, man. You don't call a guy? You just
got
use him
two-
like that?
You can't tell me that wasn't fun.
He got tooted and booted and got mad about it.
Feel
Did
cheap,
you
man.
not perform well? I don't know.
I
Man.
feel
you
cheap.
was a-
I was like, man. Like,
Oh, that's rich. That's so good. I hope my compressor
good.
works because we got very, very loud.
roles should not be reversed, okay? Let the man be the man. And man,
Hell
you
no,
better
do
man
what you
up.
do, baby girl. You trying to take me out to dinner?
That's
Go ahead
right.
and do it.
No, I
Hey,
don't-
Let us
healthy-
feel special one night, and then after that, let us handle it.
Boys,
But
let me tell you what.
come
A
on.
healthy sex life has a healthy fantasy life.
No,
Make no
I
mistake.
go into details. I'm just telling you that overall, man,
TMI.
I really felt like, man, am I the girl in this case scenario here?
why? Yeah, but you went. That's because of who you are, though.
Wow.
But you went straight to like, I feel like the woman. I would have been like, this girl pay. I would have been at home talking to my friend, dude. She paid for lunch. She bought me drinks. She got me drunk. She got me
I
home.
will
She
be
was
honest
making
with
out
you.
with me. This girl's going somewhere in
I'll
life,
be honest
and I
with
hope
you.
I'm involved in this
I
shit.
have never ever
I'm
shared
glad,
that
I'm
story
glad I
with
met her before
anybody.
she went to Nashville, right?
I've never shared that story with anybody. I was just supposed to. Right now, when we started
my
talking,
gosh,
it came
that
to
is
my mind how the roles were flipped. But
Best
we role
episode
flip. But now, see what the problem is now is the women think they charge, and now they're the ones that want to take control of
Hey,
everything.
bro, if you want
And
to
the
take
men
control
appear
for one night,
girls,
I'm cool
What
with
are you
that.
scared of?
No, it's just not the way. That's not order. It's out of order. Anything out of order cannot be blessed.
I take that as wrong for one reason only. You can mix up things and
Apparently,
still
you
enjoy
never been
life.
taken out and used, huh? Okay.
For me, it made
how
me
am I
feel like a
getting
hell of a
used?
man. Yes, I have.
I'm
I
getting
play
everything
guitar.
for free. How is that being used? I'm getting all of it. You're feeding me. I'm a fat
Tell
kid.
me.
I love food. I fucking
It's like I tell them
love
boys
it.
at work, okay? I play guitar. I get more, there's more chances than a rental car seat, okay? So,
Hey.
no, man, that would make me feel like a hell of a man. This girl isn't, she's just saying, I'm after you. You are my prime
Well, let me
interest,
tell you.
and I couldn't help but be
Let me tell you
flattered.
about this.
Exactly.
Let me tell you about this girl.
That makes me feel like I'm the one and only.
Well, here, let me
Right.
tell you.
It
Now,
made me
I'll tell
feel
you
like a
something about
man.
the girl. She's a very professional girl, and she's the boss where she works at.
That's right.
And that's
tie me
probably
to
what the
bed.
problem is.
That's my next move. Tie
That's
me
probably
to the bed, baby.
That's probably. You freak, man. This is what happens
Yes.
when you get a
My
podcast
man.
with white people, man. White people are freaks, man.
Hell no, that means that I'm getting wine and dined and we're getting it and having a good time. I don't care what nobody says.
All right, come down, guys. Calm down. We're talking about
Hell no, that
the
was great.
mentality, okay? She was the boss at where she works, okay?
Okay.
She makes good money,
Okay.
all right?
What's the problem?
So her mentality is she has the man mentality.
Well, guess what? She can have that mentality if she's taking
it's
me
not-
out to
it's not
dinner and stuff
good.
like that one night.
It's
but
not
after,
good.
it's not going to happen
Because let me
every
tell you,
night.
'cause
Not at all. It's
Hey,
going to be
hey,
90% of the time.
She may have the man mentality. Who's got the plumbing? You know, I rest my case.
Hey, I'm willing to give a decent wiener in if I need to, all right?
No,
and
no.
I'm in charge of who
It-
gets the
it is-
decent wiener in.
It is. See, y'all guys are whooped, man, by the fact that you got swept off your feet. I don't easily get swept off my feet.
I'm
like
trying
that.
to get swept off my feet too every once in a
I
while.
think both of you are.
No, the thing
I
is,
can enjoy a little bit of love in my life,
and
right?
Now, and now what's the problem now? This is years back. This is a good 10 years back. Okay, now we got women
It's
wanting
so
to run
funny.
the show,
I cannot
wanting to
stop
be the
laughing.
boss.
I don't know where the knobs
The
are.
last
don't
time I
even
shared-
give a shit anymore.
The last time I shared a
This
story
is amazing.
here on the podcast,
It's a podcast on autopilot. I'm sorry.
we're done, man. We're done. I got nothing else to share. I lost these guys. I lost these guys.
Here's the thing. The funniest part of this is you really do not like this at all. And
hate it.
we're having a blast. with
Like,
it.
bring them girls on. Where are
I
they?
hate
Where are
it.
they at? I'm going to your house right now. We're having a
That girl
conversation.
is so beautiful and so like gorgeous and stuff like that. You know, they felt flattered that she was into me. But
Does she treat you right? Does she talk to
she's
you and respect you?
Yeah, no, everything.
Well,
It's
then
just-
what's the problem?
It's because she took the man's road that night, and
Who
I
cares?
don't like that.
It's just one night.
Were
Did
you
she do it
slow?
every night?
Here's the young man talking.
But it was just one night. What if the next time it was your turn, and then after that it was your turn, and then after that
I
it was your
just
turn?
told
It was
you,
just that first
I
time.
was
Maybe
not
you found a
living
girl.
there. I was traveling through there. Okay, so it's a
Well,
different
she wanted
story.
you to take you around on a
No,
night where
in other
she's
words,
from.
I feel like demasculated, man.
How?
Maybe you found a girl that's into role playing. You lucky devil.
Oh,
I don't know.
jeez.
I'll tell you what, man.
We're going straight to kinky.
Well, anyway,
Hey, my name is Miguel
I
Perez. I'm
don't,
out
like,
of here.
I don't think it's good for a woman to take the show like that. I think it's good for a woman to ask a man out.
I'm going to
you know,
agree that it's going to
it's
put some
not.
guys off.
It's
Okay.
not. It's going to throw a good man off. It really is.
I'm going to
You
even
get
me-
away with the
No, it's gonna throw
You get
some
away
guys
with it
off.
with a freak like Kelton.
I'm not a freak.
But a real man will be like, no,
Okay,
I don't roll
no.
that way.
Here's my justification in this, and I'm gonna be serious about this though.
I'm not gonna drive the car.
Here's my
You're not
justification
gonna-
in this. In reality, at the end of the day, if she's showing that much attention and love, direction, and respect towards me, I'm cool with it. It's okay. It happens. I can enjoy that night.
It's hard
And
to hate people
yes,
that like you.
Yes, I
God,
mean,
it is.
I mean, I
it's-
look hot that night. I was showing,
It is,
She,
and
she
that's
showed
the
me
thing.
off to everybody. Like,
That's the thing. I feel if you make me feel appreciated, that's what we want in a woman. We want a woman to go out there and
It's all in
admire
black and
us
stuff, you know?
and show us off and be proud of us and give us to the world and say, look, this is mine. That's if you do that for that one night, guarantee I'm gonna do that for every other night from there on out until next year, and you do it again. Well, that's fine.
I guess it would have been all right if I would have made the move, but before I could make the move, she jumped. What are you gonna say?
Well, she
She
was
kept
excited.
you off balance all night.
Threw me off. You know
Yes,
what I'm
it
saying?
did, and you know that's cool, and it's
And
it's great that
I
you
guess
can admit
in her
that,
eyes,
you know?
and you Kelton, if it was him, he'd be like, "Hey, I love this." In her eyes, the guys had liked that in the past, but I just got too much man in me. I just didn't like it.
It's not about being a man at that point.
I'm not a
I'm getting
sex-
That's an
shown
opinion.
appreciation,
That's an opinion,
though.
okay?
I'm
I like
getting shown
appreciation from
That,
a girl.
that right there
okay,
is literally what I want.
appreciation from a girl that I took out and she showed gratitude. Appreciation from a girlfriend I've been dating. Appreciation from my wife, mandatory. Got to have that appreciation. But just on a date, it's like, let me do something. Let me pay for something.
Shit,
Let me open the door. Goddamn, she opened my door.
To me, it's not the financial part
Apparently.
of that is not as important as the fact that she is showing that much attention towards me.
I just don't
Now the
like-
finances, don't get me wrong. I might think it's a little weird that you want to pay for everything, but at the same time, like, it doesn't matter.
refreshing.
It doesn't matter if it's one time. Now, if it was like that
Okay.
every single time,
Again,
that's where a problem
Again,
starts
if
to
you're
become.
dating, you're already in a relationship, not a problem going back and forth. Again, first date. This is the first time we gone out, and I've known her, and she knows of it, but we didn't really know each other. I know her, I seen her here like that, but I had a
Apparently,
number.
she was very pleased you called her.
Oh no, she was
Alright,
glad.
that's
She was
what I'm
I
glad.
get that
saying.
impression. I'm a little
She was
slow to the
ecstatic. I
uptake,
mean,
but I
you
think
know.
she was really glad to hear from you.
Yeah, no, she was like, "Hey, what are you in town?" I was like, "I'm in town." I was like, "Okay, where you staying at?" I mean, she was like, "Boom, boom, 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 boom," and bam at the end.
Well, maybe she had a crush on you before you ever hit her up. So
Of course, man. My name's Miguel Perez. What do you
And
think?
she's obviously a take charge
and then
girl.
you get mad at her for being excited
I was
about
just
seeing
thinking,
you.
the follow up phone call.
So take this away, okay? Say we remove the idea of the financial part of it, of her paying for everything, and you took care of everything.
It's the taking
Would it-
charge.
No,
of
no,
the
no,
date.
no, no, no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no.
Kelton, you're asking a.
I want to
question,
see
'cause you
I want
already
to
know
see what
better.
level it is.
I'm telling you, it's the
if
taking
you,
charge
If
of
you
this.
took if
It's
you
the
took
role.
took the financial role of it, would it made it better?
Yes, it would have.
How much better?
incrementally.
It wouldn't have disturbed me, I guess.
Okay, so now
I don't think it would have fixed it.
if you would have made the decisions in the whole night, if you had said, "Hey, I want to go here. We're gonna go here, and we're gonna go do this, and then we're gonna do that." If you made all the decisions,
Because
but
that's
she
the
still,
man's role.
but
Yeah.
she still paid, would that make any difference?
No, it's don't look like
It would have bothered you.
Yeah,
regardless?
the whole thing.
So-
it's
so-
gonna
so-
bother me,
no,
Kelton.
no, here's the thing. Here's
You're
the
not gonna
thing.
try to find something
No,
out
no,
of
no,
there.
no. Here's the
I'm
thing.
old school.
I
That's the
see-
way I
I
was
see
raised.
the
That's what I
problem.
see is right. When
You
it's not like that,
you
it's wrong.
wanted to pay for everything. You literally, that was your problem. Was the financial part was that that's what made you feel that way.
She picked me up. She paid for the dinner.
You had
She took me
preconceptions.
to the place. She ordered the drink. She's the one that-
You had
She
preconceptions.
She grabbed my hand
okay?
and took me to the dance floor.
Let's first admit this, okay?
Now, that's
You did
normal.
have you
No,
went into
That's
this
no,
with
no.
preconceptions.
When a girl gets excited, that's kind of normal.
Okay,
to take
I'm
you
a-
to the dance floor. That's
Okay,
kind of normal.
You're trying to find something that's not there in me.
Oh, no, I'm
No.
not.
And
I'm
yeah,
making fun of you
You're
this whole
wanting
time.
me
I'm
to-
having a blast with
You're
this.
wanting me to say that if this
Nope.
happened,
Yeah,
no,
we've
it's
had more
it's
fun on
No,
this.
I'm just having a fun with
the
it. This
roles
is so
were
fun.
completely switched, and it bothered the heck out of me. And I think that's one of the biggest
Dude,
problems
you know
today.
what? That's
is
fine.
that
You get
road
both
that's
honest.
happened often, and women have liked it, and men have liked it, and next thing you know, now the men are dressing as women, saying "take me out." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
And the women are mad like, "Well, men don't like
But I
this."
damn
way,
sure is
but
going to take that
but
free
it's
meal
like
and that free beer.
Well, my
I don't
name's
give a
Miguel
shit.
Perez, just in case you forgot.
Exit stage left.
That's what that means. You already know, Kelton. I'll never share another story. in this
I'm going to
podcast
make fun of
again.
him after this,
This was
and
so
for
fun.
eternity on now because that was great. That was a great episode. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
I'm
that
glad
was
he had a firecracker date. I'm
Dude,
really
that-
glad,
that
'cause
was so
I'm a
fun.
wild
firecracker
where I
date.
shared that, man. I never told anybody that.
Dude, that's
Never.
great. Well, here's the
beautiful.
thing. We're not making fun of you because of the situation that happened. We're making fun of you because of your reaction to the situation.
Let me off, man.
That's what's the funny part. But anyways,
It's in love, like the last episode. We're showing love. The only way we know how.
I can't even say the outro. Thank y'all guys for watching.
See you next week.
I appreciate y'all checking
Airplay
us out.
Studios. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and don't leave a comment on this one, please. Go ahead,
Dude,
Keep your
blow
opinion to
it up.
yourself.
Yo, no. Actually, you know what? Tell us what y'all think. Do y'all think that he is wrong for feeling that way? Do you think that maybe it's okay or maybe it's wrong? Tell us in the comments. Let us know what y'all think about that kind of situation because obviously you think one way, I think one way, he thinks one way, because
Frank
me
enjoyed
and
the
Frank
story,
are
but
just
I
having
know
fun
Frank
with
is
this in
more on
reality.
my side
We're
than
no,
yours.
me and Frank's out on the side of making some fun of this
Then
because
we
you're
already
bothered
closed.
by
Then we already closed. Okay, we closed.
it. Either way, thank y'all for watching. Please leave a comment. Let us know what you think. I mean, because this was a freaking hilarious topic. This was great. We had a great night. So thank y'all for watching. I hope we check y'all out next time. Check us out next time. Thank you.
All right, Godspeed. Take care of each other.
God bless.